Hi, I'm Ken Coleman, and welcome to Excuse Me While I Gush, the latest webisode. This weekend, I'm talking about Jeff Smith's Bone, Volume 3, Eyes of the Storm. So if you haven't read Volumes 1 or 2, spoilers. This book starts off with Lucian, Grandma Ben, Thorn, and the Bones repairing the farm and the cottage. When they are done, Lucian takes Smiley Bone and Phony Bone and brings them over to Barrelhaven to continue working off their ever-growing debt. Phone Bone, Grandma Ben, and Thorn remain at the farm to carry out chores. We get into mysticism on both halves of this volume. It's a volume divided. We start learning about personal history. We start learning about the cultures of this valley. So, on Thorn and Phonebone's side, they are continuing to experience these dreams, very strange dreams. And we get a strong idea that it relates to Thorn's past, but we don't know why Phonebone is getting these dreams. He's dreaming about Moby Dick, and don't ask me why they're reading Herman Melville here. The big red dragon appears in his dream. In Thorn's dream, there's a menacing woman in a robe and a hood. Along with the dreams, they start talking about these things called ghost circles, which are spaces where the barrier between our world and the spirit world is particularly thin. Them speaking of dragons, of dreams, of ghost circles, alarms Grandma Ben, that we now know as Rose. And she runs off to talk with the dragon. On Lucian's side, we learn about his personal history, a little bit of his personal history, that he once had a lover and she didn't want to marry him. As both are trekking through the storm, they encounter rat creatures. Both parties do. And the big red dragon saves both of them. All of them. And they continue their way, one party back to the tavern and one party back to the cottage. It is a very exciting volume. It's getting much more into the adventure and spiritual properties than the past ones. While Volume 2 was all about a calamity and scheming, primarily, this is getting more into the meat of the story. We're learning about stick eaters, these holy men of the valley. We learn about the royal family that went missing. Some went into hiding, some were killed off after a great war. We get ideas of what happened to these human characters in the past. So I'd strongly suggest reading Volume 3, and I will continue to vlog about Bone. And may I say that this is hot. I'm sorry, along with this being a rather complex volume, it is just very humid here in Boston. So please comment, like, subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and excuse me while I gush.